By now, you've all heard about Kate Cox, the woman in Dallas, Texas, who petitioned a judge to get an abortion in Texas. She actually left the state to get the abortion care she needs. All of this after the Texas Supreme Court blocked the lower court's ruling that would allow her to get her abortion in the state, in a state that has a near total, let me put it that way, abortion ban. Now, many of you don't know who she is. She's a 31-year-old mother of two. And the reason why she's trying to get an abortion is because she found out that her fetus had a fatal genetic condition that carrying the pregnancy to term could jeopardize her future fertility. In layman's terms, if she does, now, I'm not sure, I can't put a number on the chances, but if she does, the odds are, if she does carry the term, she may not have children, may not be able to have any more children at all. Now, of course, this is all coming from the post-Roe v. Wade ban that Donald Trump is trying to take credit for. But then as I said earlier, the lower court in Texas said, yes, we agree, you should have one. Considering the medical data, you're giving permission to. However, Ken Paxton, Texas State Attorney General, and the scumbag who tried to steal the election for Donald Trump in 2020, asked the Supreme Court of Texas to intervene to block Cox from getting that abortion. Separately, in a letter on Thursday, he actually threatened to take legal action if Cox had the procedure in the state, warning doctors and hospitals that anyone involved performing the abortion on Cox would face, quoting him, civil and criminal liability that could include first-degree felony prosecutions. So you're going to charge a woman who could possibly be damaged eternally to the point where she may not be able to carry any more children. Matter of fact, before I go on, let's talk about exactly where this is all coming from. Cox's fetus was diagnosed with Trisommy 18, also known as Edwards syndrome, a rare genetic condition resulting from genetic errors on the 18th chromosome. This occurs, I hate making this a numbers game, but it occurs in approximately 1 in 5,000 live births. It is much more commonly affects females than males. Now, this is where I need you all to pay attention to this. Most children with Trisommy 18 don't live beyond the first 2 weeks of life, and fewer than 10% will live beyond the first year of life, typically due to significant heart and lung defects. I don't mean to sound callous for all the pro-lifers out there, but do you really want to put this child through that? Even if this kid made it out of the womb, how long is that kid going to live? A couple of weeks? If the child is lucky, a year? Why would you put parents through that? That's worse than that's the worst kind of hell I can imagine. And Ken Paxton, scumbag, is threatening criminal procedures and criminal charges if Cox gets an abortion. Why would you put someone through that? Why would you put people through that? And don't tell me it's because you care about pro-life. You're for the life of the child. You're not, Paxton. This has nothing to do with the child. This has nothing to do with saving a life. This is about control, and you know it. This is about controlling women's bodies, women's lives. Let me put it that way. You don't care about what happens to the Cox. Almost, I'm going to go there. I'm really going to go there. You're like those idiots in the Middle East. I'm trying not to swear. Those idiots in the Middle East who see women as nothing more than baby-making factories. You don't care about them. You only care about how fertile they are. You care about them obeying you. You don't care about their lives. Because if you did, you wouldn't be getting in the way of this. Now, everyone knows me, knows, if you watched any of my videos, you know my stance on abortion. You know that I'm not a huge fan of abortion, but I agree with it on certain cases. This is one of those cases. The mother's life is at risk. The child's life is at risk. Why would you just... I really just wish this is a video I wish I could swear. I really wish I could. But quite honestly, what will it accomplish? Kim Patson, and especially that idiot Governor Greg Abbott, you MAGA freaks who call yourself pro-lifers, you'll all be remembered as being scumbags. Because you don't care about the rights of a woman. You don't care about the lives of women. You only care about them when you can control them. You only care about them when you say, get my dinner, have sex with me. You don't see them as people. Why would you put a woman, a prospective mother, through that kind of hell? Giving birth to a baby that could only be alive for 2 weeks, at worst, a full year, maybe a year with this kind of syndrome. I did the research. Why would you want to put a child through that? Why would you want to put parents through that just to give birth to a child, just to bury him or her in about a week or so, maybe a year? I couldn't put parents through that. I just couldn't. That's the worst kind of hell you could possibly make any parent go through. But you don't care. You honestly do not care, Paxton. Greg Abbott. And I got a lot of bones to pick with you, punk. And for you pro-lifers out there, stop trying to play doctor and stop trying to play God. Your shoes aren't big enough for that. My prayers go out to the Cox family. I hope that they make it through this thing. I don't know if I'll have the strength to go through that. I like to act like I'm a tough guy and everything, but this, I don't know if I could make it through this. Not with my sanity. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.